Daily Broadside to 855. It's a raining cats and dogs, as they say. You know, they won't let you into a baseball game with a knife. You know, you get a metal detector and all that. That's fine. You know, you don't want a crazy person going nuts in the stands. But they sell baseball bats. You can buy a baseball bat like at a gift store, you know, with your favorite team or whatever. Do a lot of damage with a baseball bat, that's all I'm saying. I'm a huge fan of tattoos. I got a lot of them. I like them. They're great. Getting another 3 in a couple weeks. It'll never end until I just run out of space or the moneymaker's the only thing left. And I really want like an eagle or an owl across my neck. That's like my goal. But everybody keeps telling me not to do that, and I keep not wanting to listen to everybody. We'll see what happens. But I say that to say this. 2 things about tattoos. Number 1, I like the blackout things. I think they look better on women than men, but I feel like Chris Daughtry's gonna regret what he's done to himself. And MGK, both of those. It's a little too much, right? Especially MGK, because he had like everything already done and he just covered it up. That would be weird to me. I mean, I've got bad tattoos in the sense of I wish I hadn't have gotten them the way I got them, or I wish I'd have done it differently or planned out whatever. You know, it's not that I don't like the tattoo. It's just, you know, I wish I'd have just thought ahead a little further. But I wouldn't get rid of them because they're just part of who I am. But I don't want to cover them up, and I just feel like it just looks a little weird when you just got complete. You know, the first person to do that was that I recall was is it Tim Comerford, the bassist for Rage Against the Machine? I think he was the first person I remember, white dude, getting blackout sleeves, which at the time I think he's got like his legs done, and his are pretty cool. But anyway, the second thing I'll say about tattoos is I've watched, I think, every tattoo story, behind the ink, whatever you want to call them, on YouTube. Like literally, I don't think there's one I haven't. I've watched all the rappers. I don't even know Lil this, Lil that, you know, Lil 6ix9ine, whatever. I just watch them because I just like tattoos, and I'm just curious the story behind them. All the NBA, the NFL, and GQ, I think they have got a bunch of them. Like every musician you can think of, I've watched all their tattoos. So I just enjoy the story behind people's tattoos. And what annoys me is that like more people don't do that. Like if I was, you know, the guitarist for Bon Jovi, that's a bad example. If I was a guitarist for if I was Kerry King from Slayer, all right, and I ran my own YouTube channel, I'll tell you a way to get a couple million views right away is do a video on your tattoos, because people are interested in that stuff and not enough people do it, you know. Adam Levine, for example, Justin Bieber. There's a lot of people that just went out and wham, they're like covered like the next year. Go through all that stuff and tell us a little story about it. Don't skip them all. Like go through every single one, you know. I'm eventually going to do that. I just hadn't gotten around to doing it. You know, and I can't remember what's on what side of my back. Like I'm always like, is that, oh, it's on the other side. It's because you look at it in reverse and you just don't see your back a lot. But at any rate, my plan is to eventually do that. But I think that more people doing tattoo stories would be a good thing, you know. And lastly, while we're talking about YouTube, I'll go on YouTube and you know, I pick out like my favorite songs and I'll put them in a playlist, and then, you know, I go between Pandora, Spotify, and YouTube, and that'll be my playlist. And my playlist is everything all over the sun. You know, it's everything from you know, Obituary to Stephen Bishop. You know, I mean, it's all over the place. But one thing I can't stand is this trend of you'll pull up a video. I was watching something the other day from like 1987 or something. Some, you know, music video came out back then, and let's say it was Heart, you know, and I pull up a Heart video, and then there'll be some moron that's like, who's here in 2025? Who's here in 2024? What? Man, shut up. It's so stupid. And I don't know why trends happen and people have to be so trendy. My entire existence is trying to buck trends as much as possible. I cannot stand doing things that other people in mass do. And people just love that crap. Fads, I'll never understand them. Float to your own boat, you know what I mean? Float your own boat, whatever you want to say. Anyway, have a good one. Thank you.